What's good, YouTube? David Sports Cards here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. Yesterday was a very special day for us fans who love the game of baseball. Baseball Hall of Fame Election Day. It's truly like a holiday. I'm excited to have more Hall of Famers to add to my autograph checklist, to my post-war Hall of Fame rookie card checklist, and all the other great things that you can collect Hall of Fame. We had a chance at a historic class yesterday. The record was the first class with 5 in 1936. There's been a few classes of 4 since then through the writers, but there was 5 guys tracking to get 75% through Ryan Thibodeau's tracker. Not Mr. Tibbs. He got a ton of plug and is now kind of a fixture in Hall of Fame balloting season. MLB Network's referencing him and his results constantly. But unfortunately, Gary Sheffield in his last year of eligibility did not make the cut. He had a big fall between the public and the private, and he is no longer eligible for the Baseball Hall of Fame through the writers. Years 1 through 8 were really tough for him on the Baseball Writers ballot because it was like, how do I vote for Sheffield over Bonds, Clemens, you name it? And now he's going to be sitting behind them on era committees for a very long time, where he won't be at least eligible to even be on a ballot until 2026. Billy Wagner, fortunately, has one more year left. He fell 5 votes short. It would have been nice to see him get in there and have a 4-person class, but I have no doubt that Billy Wagner will get across the Hall of Fame line next season, and he'll be joining Ichiro and CC Sabathia as 2 guys that I think are slam dunk first ballots on the ballot next year. So it looks like we'll have back-to-back 3-person classes, which is awesome. It's great to see that. The 3 guys that did get in, super deserving. No real surprises here to me. One guy that I didn't originally think he was a Hall of Famer and didn't actually put him on my mock ballot year 1, but I've been voting for him since year 2, and I'm very happy to say Mr. Rocky, Todd Helton, is in the Hall of Fame. My card of note for Todd Helton is this SPX 3-colored patch, numbered 299. It's got the purple, gray, and white there. Shout out Ken's Cardboard and all the Rockies fans out there. He will forever be on the Rockies Mount Rushmore. He's the first full career Rocky to be in the Hall of Fame. And just an amazing hitter, a guy who, when I started watching baseball, he was on the tail end of being his productive self. But if you go back and look at his prime, he was absolutely killing it. I don't care what ballpark you're in. You adjust it with those sabermetric stats, and it was still amazing. And it was taking points away from him for hitting in a hitter-friendly ballpark, and he was still at the top of the league. A guy who doesn't have 500 home runs, doesn't have 3,000 hits, but was a professional hitter through and through, and a guy who spent his career with one team, which I know the writers very much appreciate and enjoy. Todd Helton, I loved seeing his reaction to getting into the Hall of Fame because he's been waiting a while, and also from the 3 interviews that happened on MLB Network, just reacting the day of to their election, Todd Helton's was far the funniest, and I'm expecting his Hall of Fame speech to be really freaking good. So congratulations, Todd Helton. I also have this bobblehead on my desk that I got from my good friend Jake at Legends Never Die. So I do have some Todd Helton in the PC. His key rookie is the 1993 Topps Traded, which shows him in a USA uniform with an Easton metal bat. I unfortunately don't have that card yet. It's high on my radar now because it's a very affordable post-war Hall of Fame rookie for me to collect. But I missed it the last couple of years. The prices, I couldn't find a good deal that I was comfortable with as opposed to getting vintage. And I just kind of whiffed there, so I'm going to wait. They've went up a little bit, but not a ton, because he was 72% last year. People kind of knew he was already a Hall of Famer, but the official tag wasn't there. So I'm going to wait till the buzz dies down, and then I'm going to start looking again and go and get one. It's not an expensive card. Autograph for Todd Helton, I don't have one. I'd like to get one someday, but it's not a high priority autograph for me either, and right now is not the time to buy a Todd Helton autograph if you don't already have it. He's going to be in a lot of products now that he's in the Hall of Fame, and there's going to be a watering down of his autograph market. So you don't have a Todd Helton autograph yet, don't worry, the prices will come down. We had 2 first ballot candidates. This first one, who really is starting to create some discourse throughout the casual baseball community, the hardcore Hall of Fame followers, and that is Joe Mauer. And he was the #1 overall pick by the Minnesota Twins, a Minnesota kid. He played his whole career in Minnesota. I think those things and him being well respected and liked helped him get in on his first ballot. But to me, watching Joe Mauer growing up, he was a Hall of Famer through and through. This is a guy who, again, in the modern era, over a 300 career batting average, was like Todd Helton, guy who, while he was a catcher, was one of the best players in the sport, not just catchers. He was a flat-out baller, won 3 batting titles in 4 years as a catcher. Only 7 seasons in history has a catcher won the batting title, and he has 3 of them, a record. He's just a true professional hitter that played long enough at first base and DH after the fact of his Hall of Fame peak as a catcher to get 2,000 hits, to get over 1,000 runs scored, to get his WAR up to 55. He compiled just enough where he made it have no doubt in the writer's mind that he's a Hall of Famer, and I was happy to see him get in year 1. His 2002 Bowman is his key rookie card. I have the tops as well. I don't have a Joe Mauer autograph yet. That is something that I very much want to get, but again, not the time to get it. I will get a Joe Mauer autograph in the future. He's already been in more products signing recently in 2022 and 2023, so I expect him to also be in some more products going forward, bringing down the price of a lot of his signatures. So, Joe Mauer, congratulations, welcome to Cooperstown. And finally, the no-doubter, the guy that I'm shocked only got 95% of the vote because I don't know how you leave him off. Adrian Beltre, the best third baseman that I had ever watched, at least I thought, until I started seeing Nolan Arenado play. This is a guy who was truly great with the bat and with the glove. The only infielders with 3,000 hits and 5 gold gloves or more are Derek Jeter and Adrian Beltre. It's a guy who has 477 career home runs, was just a true pros pro, loved the game of baseball. And my Adrian Beltre collection is mainly his earlier stuff with the Dodgers. I have his 97 Bowman Chrome rookie card, which is the key one. I have an autograph of him on card here. This is Upper Deck Old Judge on card autograph. He has a beautiful signature there in blue. And then I also have a patch of Adrian Beltre that I've shown off before. This 2-color patch, blue and white, from his Dodger days from a Fleer Throwbacks. So those were the guys that got in. No shocks to me. I'm disappointed that Gary Sheffield is now going to have to deal with all the steroid guys again on the era committees. Billy Wagner will get in next year. And you know, there's a lot of other interesting guys that are still on the ballot, but I'm glad to see that this year there were no blank ballots. Everybody voted for at least one player, which is a big step in the Hall of Fame's direction. And I'm excited to see what happens in future years because there are slam dunk guys coming down the road with Ichiro, Sabathia, Cabrera, Pujols. But there are also a lot of interesting guys, especially on the pitching side, that I think are going to challenge the Hall of Fame, the pitching and catching side that will challenge the Hall of Fame to see what they really think a Hall of Famer is with the current writer group. So I appreciate you guys taking some time here talking Hall of Fame with me. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you have a way to reach out to me, definitely do it. I'm always willing to talk Hall of Fame, but especially around this time of year. It's super fun. I love the discourse. And it's something where I have 3 more players to move into my Hall of Fame bins, to collect as Hall of Famers officially, to move over from the potentials to the Hall of Famers in my rookie set. So there's a lot of really awesome things that come with collecting the Hall of Famers and seeing them get elected while they're still here. It just adds a whole nother element that I love to see. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.